41 years old. Over 900 goals, more than any human being who has ever played this game. 5 Champions Leagues, 5 times the best player alive. He has won everything, everything, except one thing. And this summer, he gets exactly 4 weeks to finally win it. 4 weeks. Then the door slams shut forever. This is the last chapter of the greatest goal-scoring career in history. And right now, nobody on earth knows how it ends. You know exactly who this is, Cristiano Ronaldo. And the thing he's never won, the one trophy that has spent 20 years telling him no, is the World Cup. Now stop, because your first instinct is wrong. You're thinking, a player this good, he'll get one eventually. The math has to work out. It doesn't. It never has. And to understand why, you have to understand the cruelest truth in all of sports. A league season is a marathon. Months, dozens of games. If you're the best, the marathon rewards you. Greatness always wins in the end. The World Cup is not a marathon. It's a coin flip you only get to make once every 4 years. A handful of games, one missed penalty, one referee, one bad afternoon, and it's over. Not for a week, for 4 years. And in 4 years you're not the same player anymore. Nobody is. Most legends get 2 real cracks at it, maybe 3. Ronaldo has been swinging at this for 20 years, and every time, the tournament has found a new way to break his heart. Watch. 2006, he's 21. Electric, untouchable. Portugal reaches the semi-final and loses. He walks off in tears, but he's 21. There will be more, so many more. Remember that line, there will be more. 2010, he runs straight into the greatest team of the era, and he's gone in the second round. 2014, this is supposed to be the one. He's just been named the best player on the planet. And Portugal doesn't even survive the group stage. 3 games, eliminated. 4 more years, gone. 2018, and for 90 minutes, it looks like fate has finally turned. He scores a hat-trick against Spain, at 33, one of the greatest individual performances the World Cup has ever seen. It buys him nothing. Portugal is knocked out a few games later. The hat-trick is a highlight reel. The trophy doesn't care about highlight reels. And then, the one that actually broke something in him. 2022, Qatar, his 5th World Cup. Everyone knows it's his last real chance. And his own coach starts leaving him on the bench. He sits there, he watches. He watches Portugal lose to Morocco from the sideline, in the biggest game of his life, unable to do a single thing about it. And when it's over, the cameras find him walking down the tunnel, alone, sobbing into his hands. That was the ending. The book was closed, a flawless career with a World Cup-shaped hole punched straight through the middle of it. Except, here's what almost everybody got wrong. While the world was busy writing his obituary, something happened on the other side of the greatest rivalry in sports history. The other one won his. 2022, same tournament. Lionel Messi lifts the World Cup over his head, and in one night, finishes the exact collection Ronaldo could never complete. Sit with that for a second. Imagine measuring your entire existence against one rival. 20 years, goal for goal, trophy for trophy, pushing each other to numbers the sport had never seen. And then your rival gets the one thing that cannot be bought, cannot be trained, cannot be scored alone. And you don't. So no. This was never ever going to end on a bench in Qatar, which is how we got here. 2026, North America, a 41-year-old man who refuses to leave. Understand how insane this is. This is his 6th World Cup. Nobody in history, nobody, has ever played in 6. By every rule of biology, he should be retired, on a beach, telling stories. Instead, he's still starting, still scoring, still dragging an entire nation behind him toward one final summer. 4 weeks, that's all that's left. Win 7 games in a row in the one tournament that has rejected him 5 separate times against opponents young enough to be his children. Do that, and he gets the only thing missing from the greatest resume the sport has ever produced. Lose once, just once, and it's finished. There is no 2030 for a 45-year-old. This is the door, wide open, for the last time in his life, and then it closes and never opens again. So let me ask you the question, would it even matter? He's already the top scorer in history. He's already won more than almost anyone who ever lived. A World Cup wouldn't make him faster, or younger, or better than he was at his peak. It's a lump of gold he has nothing left to prove to. And yet you already know it would matter more than all of it combined, because the World Cup was never about the football. It's the one prize that asks you to carry an entire country, at the perfect moment, at the very end of the road, and almost every legend who ever lived runs out of time before they get there. It's the empty frame on the wall, the missing word in the final sentence. The one chapter the story refuses to give him. So this summer, when a 41-year-old man jogs onto that field, slower now, grayer now, but still there, still hunting, do not see an old player chasing a trophy. See the greatest goal scorer who ever lived, with 4 weeks on the clock, chasing the one thing 900 goals could never buy him. This is it. No next time, no someday, no maybe in 4 years. 4 weeks, one trophy. the greatest goal scorer who ever lived, chasing the only thing that ever got away. Win or lose, we will never watch him do this again. So here's the only question that matters. If he finally lifts it this summer, does it make him the greatest of all time? And if he doesn't, does it change anything at all?